Good afternoon, people. It is October 17th, 3:20 p.m. and I thought I would make a vlog. It's been a while, and I think I have my microphone working finally. I am in the back of the truck, which is my home, my bed, everything. Yay! Basically, a little cramped space that I call my home. Right now my anxiety is a little high, but I felt like doing a vlog since I have internet access right now and a little quietness. I think I'm going to read something that I wrote a while last week. It's about self-injury and stuff, and I just felt like it was better for me to read something I wrote and just speak to my mind because I can't think very well right now. And I'll read it. I really don't know anymore where this is going. The last few years I've been working on myself and making myself a better person. Sometimes I feel like I'm going backwards, and other times I feel like I'm moving forward. All I've ever wanted to do in my life is make people who feel alone or not okay with things or the world not feel alone. I know I'm not alone and there's many out there like me, but how many teachers are aware of self-injury and it's not a form of suicide? How many parents still would rush their kids somewhere not understanding, and this is my main goal. People need to know this is not a suicide attempt. It's an addiction. It may be hard for you to understand, but it's real. They cannot just quit overnight. If you hide everything and don't let them shave, guess what? If they feel the urge, they will cut. Except they may break a CD. They may take a pin and stick it all the way in. An addict, an addiction, something that makes the bad go away, something that makes you feel good. Cutting isn't about you or what you did. It's simply about the person needing to release. Too many parents make this into what did I do thing. It's not about you, and please do not take offense. This isn't about you. If your child is 14 and you find out they're cutting, and it comes out that they do it often, if they don't need stitches, do not take them to the hospital. They may need a doctor, but not that way. That's the last thing you want to do. Second, you need to understand this is how they cope, and it may take years and years before they can fully stop. There are too many young women and girls who are right now every day in chains. It's more out than it used to be, but right away your mark is nuts, attention-seeking, suicidal. In most cases, none of the above are true. Have you ever had a bad day at work and you keep thinking about a nice cold beer to relieve the stress? Or how about you're a smoker and you're waiting for your smoke break to have that stress relief? It's the same thing. When a cutter such as myself is having a bad day, we know with previous experience that cutting will make us feel better. We reach for the blade and cut. The endorphins from the cut make us happy, and the pain from the cut make us forget. At least this is how it starts out. So every little thing makes you want to cut. I know how to dress your own wounds, and you don't leave without your purse with your blade just in case. But yeah, like any other addiction, one doesn't do it. Not even hundreds not do it anymore. Gotten to the point you just can't do enough. I have used knives, razors, CDs, needles, forks, light bulbs, self-harm. It's not just cutting. It is punching a wall until you break your hand, pulling your hair, even piercing one's body is a socially acceptable way of self-harm. They are not freaks. They need understanding and love. This needs to be treated like any other addiction. People need to know the signs. Cutters need to feel okay to say, I cut without the shame or being looked down on. When you feel like you're the only one who does it, you'll be considered a freak. You feel alone utterly. And really, you are. Who are you going to talk to? No one understands. And they're right. For you to say I truly understand, you have to be a former cutter to understand the power of the blade. I've been to AA and NA meetings. I always had more of a problem with the blade. I was shunned or yelled at for saying I want to cut or saying it's my first addiction. There's nowhere I can go for moral support. This needs to change. It's my goal to see this change. Enough is enough. It's not only a woman thing either. Many men suffer in silence. I want to get the courage to speak. Not just explain about self-injury, but be totally open about mine. Maybe one kid wouldn't feel alone, and maybe we'll get the courage to open up. And so that's a lot of what I wrote. And I have no idea what to say right now. Yeah. I don't even know if that made any sense because I'm anxious, but I know I was talking really fast, but that was I was on this whole writing thing last week, and I wrote quite a few things. I ended up writing a letter to Ashton, which at the time, it made me cry a lot, which was probably good, even though it didn't feel good at the time. While I was writing this whole little thing, I wrote many things, which ended up. I wrote part of my life story, which for the first time I didn't write as a third person. I'm usually able to say things or write things about my own experiences as like third person. Like I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about somebody else who has been through these things. And I only wrote a few paragraphs. And it was the first time I let myself be part of that life. I guess it's weird to say, like I let myself feel the actual feelings of my life instead of just writing it down as a third person. It's like this is me, and I spent the whole time writing, basically crying. It was the first time in a long time that I let myself feel, and as hard as that was, it felt good at the same time. Because people that know me well, like my mom and stuff like that, know that I don't like feeling, and that's the last thing I really want to do. But I think it's good for me because I think that's one of the bases of like cutting and stuff. I have all these feelings, but I don't let myself feel, and they come out backwards, sideways ways to other people. Unconsciously, ways I feel about myself. I'll yell at other people or have outbursts, which I get mad at because I can't control at times when the anger gets so. But yeah, I really have no idea what I'm talking about, but I just thought I'd make a vlog. It's been like forever, and I'm freezing on the camera, and these damn flies are pissing me off. Anyways, I'm going to go, and I don't know. I'll talk to you later. Maybe try to get used to doing vlogs again. The more I do it, the easier it gets. My first one forever, and it's really hard. So thanks for watching. Have a good afternoon.